About 10 years ago, the City of Azusa was in the middle of a major general plan update. At that time, Azusa had a different administration. There was a different city council and a different management staff. I had recently completed my master's in public administration and began working for the Azusa Redevelopment Agency as the project manager. Back then, the city was determined to get the maximum citizen participation in order to create the best plan for Azusa. They even came up with a name for the hundreds of citizens that participated. They were called the Citizens Congress. The city hired nationally known experts in architecture, city planning, and retail development, and we ended up with a great plan. This new general plan covered the entire city, but the priority was on the downtown and Monrovia Nursery. The Mountain Cove neighborhood was also planned and developed during that period. So when you look at Mountain Cove and the Rosedale communities, you see the results of the hard work and the attention to detail of the prior administration. With the goal line coming to town, we focused our efforts on planning the area around the future goal line station. We called this area the Transit Village District of downtown. This was supposed to be a combination of stores, great public spaces, and high-quality housing in a pedestrian-friendly mixed-use setting. Our general plan gave us the blueprint that was going to transform our downtown to compete with some of the best destination places in the region. Now fast forward to 2013. The work we did 10 years ago is all but forgotten. Sadly, most of the members on the City Council have shown an alarming disregard toward the general plan and the ideas of the Citizens Congress. They either don't know what it takes to build great cities or they don't care. I'm not sure which is worse. Good city design requires a commitment to a set of fundamental design principles. Look at any of the great pedestrian-friendly destinations and you will see these basic design principles at work. Now look at what we've built under the current administration. Those high standards and attention to detail that led to Mountain Cove and the Rosedale communities have been almost completely discarded. And now our City Council wants to compound those mistakes by allowing a developer to build a strip shopping center in our downtown. And it doesn't seem to matter to them that the project violates our general plan. If they get their way, our downtown will get just another placeless, utterly forgettable piece of suburbia, and its centerpiece will be a huge asphalt parking lot. But believe it or not, that's not the worst part. In order to build that strip center, the City Council will have to allow a 4-level parking structure to be built in our Civic Center Park. They've already spent about $500,000 in taxpayer money to make that happen. That's not a joke. And if that were not enough, this City Council has led us towards depleted budget reserves, the downgrading of our bond rating, and record layoffs while giving upper management hefty raises. But we can revitalize Azusa, starting with the vacant corner on Azusa Avenue and Foothill Boulevard. This is the center of downtown and the planned location of a mixed-use development. Building quality housing over ground floor retail will be the catalyst that jump-starts the rebirth of the heart of the city. We need to immediately put an end to the City Council's shameful strip center plan that led to the idea of building a parking structure in our Civic Center Park. Replace that project with the authentic mixed-use transit village concept called for in the general plan. We can even take a second look at some of the recent projects that were hastily approved with very little oversight. Think of creative ways to retrofit buildings to fit into a walkable village environment. All we have to do is apply the principles and standards of our general plan. These are simple concepts that seem to have been lost with the current administration. We also need to get the city's finances in order and restore the badly diminished budget reserves. We need to change the culture at City Hall, bring back transparency and trust, and implement a clear budget process. We can streamline city services to connect better with our business community. Innovative programs and financing should be pursued to encourage business growth and facade improvement programs to complement the new development. We should also be looking at incentives for upgrading older housing in struggling neighborhoods. I am running for City Council because I get it. I was in the trenches during the formation of our general plan. I understand what it takes to make great urban places. True leadership means having the courage to say no to the wrong developer and the wrong project. Leadership means having the wisdom, the determination, and the patience to actively identify and pursue the right developer who will give us what we want. We can make this happen, but we need the kind of leadership on the City Council that will deliver on the promises made to the citizens of Azusa.